Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. My world fell apart without you. Well, I do feel for many of you watching this reading today, your person's world feels like it's falling apart without your presence, without your energy, without your love, without your wisdom, without your support. They are having to navigate through some things in their life alone, and it is hard for them, but this is what they need to go through right now. Now, what I'm really hearing coming in, perhaps they are experiencing a lot of unexpected financial problems. Perhaps something in the house broke and the dishwasher broke and then the oven broke and then something else broke and the railing fell off the stairs and there was a hole in the wall. And then something happened with their car. Their car broke down. They needed to get new tires. The brakes needed to be replaced. Perhaps a window smashed in their home as well. Perhaps they have recently been a victim of storms, and the storms did a lot of damage around the house, and they've been without power. They've been without internet, they've been without electricity, they've been without water. Whatever it is that this person is going through, they are having to go it alone. And they're having to deal with it without your energy, without your positive spin on things, without your support, without your encouragement. Dealing with a lot of unexpected expenses coming at them all at once. Perhaps they're having problems at work. Perhaps they're having problems with different people that they work with who are lazy, or perhaps taking credit for your person's work. Maybe they're trying to change jobs and improve their career standing, but they've just received one rejection letter after another. Perhaps they've tried to ask for a raise or a promotion, but that has fallen through. Perhaps they're having to deal with some health issues that were unexpected that is also costing them a lot of extra money, having to get additional tests. Perhaps they are having to deal with a sick relative or a friend or a family member. Whatever it is that this person is having to deal with right now, their world is crumbling, or they feel or believe that their world is crumbling and falling apart without your presence, because they're having to do all of this without your love, without your support, without your wisdom, without your guidance, without your calming, grounding presence being next to them. And whether you gave them advice or not, you were a great listener, and you could listen to what this person was going through and help them feel better. But they don't have that now, do they? No, and it is a result of their own choices that they are feeling this way. But as well, my world fell apart without you. They could also be having to deal with the karmic repercussions and the fallout of their choices, of their actions, of their words and behaviors that were so hurtful to you. Dealing with the consequences of those decisions and choices as well. Your person is definitely feeling it, and it is shaking them up in a big way, allowing them to see that life without you is not so beautiful. And they need to get back to you and to this connection. And what else I'm hearing coming in is that perhaps your person is having to go through a dark night of the soul. When we go through a dark night, we do feel like our world is definitely falling apart and crumbling all around us. Your person could be going through that right now as well. You've been through it more than likely, you guys watching the reading. That is not a fun trip. It is not a trip that we like to take more than once. You can't avoid it. You can't navigate around it. All you can do is hold on for the ride, hold on for dear life, actually, and go through it. But on the other side of all of this stuff that your person is having to deal with at the moment is going to be the light. And that is what's going to cause them to start reaching out to you and asking if you are willing to reconcile with them is what is coming through. But let's see what else. I just needed to be on my own before I did more damage. Well, this is interesting because I feel that even though this person feels that their world is falling apart, they have enough self-awareness to be able to say that they needed to be on their own before they did more damage. This person can see that they were damaging this relationship. Whether they meant to do it, whether it was something they were subconsciously doing, whether they were consciously doing it or completely unconscious and oblivious to all of this, they see it now. They did not want to damage this relationship anymore. They did not want to create irreparable damage. And that can definitely be the reason why this person shut down. It can be why they ran away. It can be why they went and stuck their head in the sand. It can be why there is silence between you. Because they don't want to do more damage. And that can definitely be why they are silent right now. Because they want to figure out how they are going to apologize, how they're going to approach you. What are they going to say to you? Because they know they have to say something. And this person does have quite a lot to say, actually, is what I'm hearing. But they believed that by shutting down from you and running away the way that they did, was going to actually be greater safety for this relationship from being irreparably damaged. Now, did they do it the right way? Probably not. If they'd had a conversation with you about this, of course, it would have been better. But they didn't, because they didn't have the emotional maturity to have those kind of conversations with you about needing to take a break, about needing to take some time out, because they were afraid of how you were going to react and respond. So they just vanished and pulled the disappearing trick, but they're acknowledging that they were damaging this relationship, and they're definitely feeling the heaviness of all of this at the moment because their world is falling apart and crumbling around them. But let's see what else is coming through, please. I feel like a stupid fool. Well, I do feel that this person feels foolish. I feel that they are embarrassed. I feel that they are ashamed of themselves. I feel that they are acknowledging that they have humiliated themselves with their actions, with their words, by just disappearing, by ghosting, by running away, by just poof, going silent. Because that is not the way that you treat somebody that you care about. And they are feeling all of the repercussions of all of this, and they don't like how that feels. But with this, I feel like a stupid fool. They feel so much regret and remorse. They are not proud of themselves for how they treated you. They are not proud of their actions. They look back and they review those words that they said to you. They review how they were acting and acting out. And they can see that, yes, they were foolish. They were ridiculous. They are ashamed and they are embarrassed. And for some of you, they are just outright disgusted with themselves for how they acted. And they do want to apologize for all of this. Actually, they feel that they need to apologize because they can't forgive themselves until they gain your apology. But their world is crumbling around them without your presence. They need your light. They need your love. They need your energy. They desire you and they desire this connection. And they want to come back and they want to start this reconciliation process with you, hoping that they haven't done irreparable damage. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? I'm afraid you won't be willing to give me another chance. Now, I feel that this is something that just plays over and over in a continuous loop in their head. I do believe that this person knows within their heart and within their soul that you are going to give them another chance to get it right, that you are going to hear them out, that you are going to forgive them, that you are going to understand with your compassion that you have for them, with your unconditional love that you have for them as well, with the patience that you've had for them nonstop through this whole process. I feel in their heart and their soul, this person knows that you're not going to turn them away and that you will allow them to have this other chance with you, another chance. But I feel that they're fearful that you won't. And this is something that plays over, that soundtrack in their head. Over and over, I'm not good enough. I've screwed up. I really blew it. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. But instead of having these conversations with themselves, what this person is seeing, that they need to have these conversations with you. But the energy of this reading and what I do feel is really coming in strongly from this person is that they are in a very rough patch right now. They are in a very difficult place and they are going through a lot. And I don't feel that you should reach out and communicate with them to tell them that you're thinking about them or that you're here or there for them or any of those things. I feel that you can say a prayer for them. You can send them love. You can send them light. You can hold them in the light, whatever. But this person needs to go through this because a dark night of the soul experience is something that has to be traveled solo. You've got to go through that alone. And it is horrible, and it is harsh, and it is difficult. And you feel as if you just can't get up every morning because it's just more of the same misery, unhappiness, despair. And I feel that this person is in this space, especially because they are afraid that you won't be willing to give them another chance. But this, at the moment, is their teacher. They need this experience right now. Not trying to be negative. It's all part of the process of the growth that is happening for them. Not all of our growth is sunshine and roses and daffodils and unicorns. Most of our growth that we go through in our lives is hard. It's that really difficult stuff that we have to go through. That's how we learn our lessons. That's how we grow up. So let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? Well, this is justice. Interesting, because justice is the law of cause and effect. Justice is about karma, and perhaps your person is on the receiving end of some karma, those karmic repercussions, that consequences because of our choices, our actions, and our behaviors. But justice is so much more than that. Justice is about balance, being restored to this relationship. It is about fairness. It is about your person making better decisions, moving forward, because there is a soul contract between you and this person that still has many chapters that need to be fulfilled for the two of you. But justice also tells us that your person knows that they weren't fair to you. They didn't treat you fairly. And they understand that that can be why their world is falling apart at the moment as well. But as this person returns to continue your love story together, they're going to be giving back so much more to you. They're going to be real. They're going to be truthful. They're going to be honest. They're going to be authentic. Because they can see that by wearing a mask really didn't do them any good because you know them anyway. And you could see past that mask into their soul and into the core of who they are. And that can also be why they shut down and ran away, because you could see everything. Because that is how you work in these connections. You have that in-depth knowledge about someone because you can see into the depths of their souls. And this could have very well frightened this person, and that can be part of the reason why they shut down and ran away. But they are coming back, and as they return, they're going to be fair. It will be about reciprocity. It will be about equal giving and receiving to and from each other, but your person giving back to you so much more than they ever have before. Justice is ruled by Libra, but you don't have to be a Libra or any of the signs that I mentioned for this reading today. It is a collective reading and it is for everyone. It's more important that we consider the overall message that the divine is sharing with the collective today, and that is your person is perhaps experiencing a dark night of the soul. That is what I am feeling through much of what we are seeing here. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Well, this is the Seven of Cups. This is about your person having a lot of daydreams about you, thinking about you all the time. Part of the reason why they are not doing so well at work, perhaps getting in trouble at work for not being focused on their tasks, which can be part of the reason why their world is falling apart without you. But the Seven of Cups is about your person envisioning this life with you. It is about them creating these dreams in their mind and daydreaming and envisioning and visions and trying to manifest this life with you, about the future plans for the two of you in regard to coming together for partnership with each other. But as well, the Seven of Cups can be confusion. And I feel that this person is dealing with their own confusion at the moment about why they let all of this take the path that it did. It took the path of least resistance, of course, because your person was not willing to fight their way up and out of their fears, their illusions, their insecurities, their doubts, and everything else when the two of you were spending time together. And that part is part of the reason why they are dealing with the law of cause and effect, the results, the consequences for words, actions, and behaviors that should not have been part of this connection. The Seven of Cups, though, is also about your person acknowledging that they did make poor choices in the past. They know they made bad decisions. They had clouded thinking. They were clouded judgments all over them because they couldn't see the forest through the trees. But through all of this and through this dark night experience, I really feel that this person is waking up, because on the other side of that dark night is the light, the sun, the warmth of your love, and this connection. The deck that I'm using right now is one of our decks. It is Mystic Whispers Tarot, and there is a link in the description box for these cards if anyone is interested. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Three of Swords. Well, I'm not surprised that the Three of Swords would show up for this reading today. The Three of Swords is a card of sorrow and sadness. It is a card of heartbreak. It is a card of tears. It is a card of heartache, separation, missing you, tears. This separation is hard on this person. But again, as we mentioned with this Justice card, this is something that they've brought upon themselves. Your person is having to look at themselves in the mirror and acknowledge that they broke their own heart. I mean, who does that? Who breaks their own heart? Well, your person did when they shut down, when they ran away, when they denied their feelings, when they abandoned this connection, when they said that they didn't care about you, when they said it was one-sided, that it was all in your head, that these connections don't exist. Whatever it is that this person said in their effort to get away from this connection, in that moment they broke their own heart. And they're feeling it. They're feeling the heaviness of it all right now. And it is hard for them. But, as I have said many times, and I will probably say many times moving forward as well, what they're feeling, their heartache, their grief, their pain, their sorrow, their sadness, their heartbreak, those are teachers. Experiencing that, the consequences for their choices and actions, those are their teachers. Any karma that they may be receiving at the moment as well, karmic fallout, when the universe just kind of drops things on our heads that we have to deal with. Those are their teachers. And this person is having this massive life lesson experience right now so that they can grow up and knock off the crap. So that they can grow up and come back to you. So that they can find that courage and confidence and strength within to reach out and open these lines of communication so the two of you can start reconciling with each other. That is why all of this is happening. I am not trying to be negative or say bad things about your person. This is what this reading is showing me, actually, and it's very heavy to be in this place where I am right now. But the point is, this person needs this awakening. They need these experiences to make sure that they don't ever do that again, because you don't want them to do it again. So although they're having a hard time right now and a difficult time and it's rough for them and they're tumbling down and their life is crumbling and they're falling apart and everything else, this is what they need to go through. They need to have this experience. It is part of the process. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear, please? Well, this is the Five of Coins. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles, this is about, well, it's about abandonment. Not you abandoning your person acknowledging that when they abandoned you, when they ran away, when they denied this connection, they abandoned themselves. They abandoned themselves, causing a lot of their own grief, sorrow, sadness, and heartbreak. definitely having to struggle at the moment. I feel this person is. The Five of Coins is also about financial loss, financial difficulties. And we talked about that when we talked about My World Fell Apart Without You. It can also be rejection. It can also be the loss of a job, or trying to change jobs and not being able to make that happen. But another powerful teacher that this person is needing to feel and experience right now to get them moving, to get them grooving back towards you, because this person does not truly want to be without you. They feel this need to be with you. They feel that you are the one for them, which is why their world is falling apart without you. And that card that started this reading is so powerful because it's allowing your person to see that life with you is happy, it's joyful, it's balanced, it's blissful, it's loving, it's caring, there's compassion, there's light, there's love. And this person wants to get back to that. That's why they feel so foolish for creating all the problems that they did. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Silence. I am sorry for my silence. I just needed a break and now I don't know how to reach out to you again. But they will. They know how. I am afraid you won't let me back. Well, there's that. I'm afraid you won't be willing to give me another chance. I know it's been a long time since we have spoken, but trust me, my love, I miss you so much during this time, and I am finding my way back to you soon. And they are. They are finding their way back to you because with this Justice card being here, there is unfinished business between the two of you. That's why I say it's not over, it's not ended. There is more to come. It's just that this person is in a rough space at the moment, but they've got to go through it, just like you had to go through your dark night of the soul. You had to go through it by yourself. They need to go through this by themselves as well, if they are indeed in a dark night of the soul experience. And I'm not sitting here saying for every one of you out there that are listening to this reading that this is what is happening for your person. But I do believe that this person is in a bit of a dark spot. They're feeling sad. They're feeling sorrow. They're feeling this sense of like tears and heartbreak and grieving and regret and remorse and everything else. But as I have said many times, yes, powerful teachers. I mean, that's how we learn our lessons though, right? When we're kids, we touch the stove. Ouch, that burned. We touch the light socket. Zap, we get electrocuted. We touch the knife and then there's blood and then we need Band-Aids or a trip to the emergency room or the doc in the box that is open 24 hours a day, right? So the point is, this person is learning their life lessons the hard way. They chose it this way. They have chosen to learn their life lessons the hard way, by running away, by shutting down, by denying this connection, by trying to avoid the growth. So this is their choice. This is actually a choice that they have made, to have these experiences the way that they're having them. So let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is happening? Forgive. I hope you will forgive me for all the things I have done and all the pain I have caused you. But believe me, my love, that was not my intention. I know I have hurt you very badly with my words and actions, but I am really, truly sorry. And they are. They know that they hurt you. And that's what this all comes down to for this person. It's why they are having these experiences that they're having. It's why they're feeling this heavy sense of regret, depression, sorrow, sadness, melancholy, agony, grief, despair. All of those emotions your person is feeling and experiencing right now. But they do want your forgiveness. And they will ask you for your forgiveness. They will apologize. And I understand that many of you have already forgiven this person, but they have to apologize. It is part of the process. It is part of them being real. It is part of them being authentic. And it is definitely part of this Justice card that led the way for the tarot portion of this reading today. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? Wait. I haven't wanted to admit to myself how I really feel for you. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. But it's time. I know it's taking me a while. I do know what you need and I want to do this right. Please wait for me. I will do things right between us when I come forward to you. And this person does want to do it right. This person does not want to blow it. They don't want to blow it anymore. That is part of the reason why they shut down and went on their own before they did more damage. But this person, in this place of being on their own, is very lonely and feeling very isolated without you. Feeling abandoned and left out in the cold as well. That comes with that 5 of coins. They need to feel this. I know that you feel sad for them. I know that you feel sorry for them because you have compassion for them. And I do as well. I'm not delivering this message without any compassion because I truly do have compassion for all of you and for all of them. But they need to have this wake-up call. They need these epiphanies. They need these breakthroughs. They need these life lessons. And it was their choice to do it the way that they've done it, which is the hard way. But they are getting it, and that is the most important thing to remember here. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Regret. My intention was not to hurt you. I am so ashamed and embarrassed. Well, yes. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. And this person is building up the courage. They will, because they're growing, evolving, and changing. They are finding that courage and confidence within them because they are awakening to so much that you can't see yet. But that growth and change is happening for this person. As part of this Justice card. It's part of the soul blueprint that exists between you and this person for them to grow, change, and evolve. They've just chosen to take this big, huge, massive detour and do it the hard way. Your way wasn't necessarily easy, but you went more willingly through that growth and through those life lessons and experiences than this person did. But this person is returning. They are just in this moment, in this space where they are feeling lost, alone, isolated, feeling despair, sorrow, sadness, and heartbreak. But all of that is the powerful life lessons. And all of those things are the powerful teachers that this person needs to wake them up and shake them up and get moving so the two of you can complete this love destiny. Because there's unfinished business between the two of you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.